In a lush green valley surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a gardener named Alex. Every season, Alex would plant seeds, nurture them, and watch as they transformed into beautiful plants and trees. This spring, Alex planted two very different seeds. One was small, vibrant, and healthy, while the other was cracked, dull, and worn. Yet Alex planted both seeds side by side, confident that each had its own journey to take. Mia, a curious young girl, watched Alex with wide eyes. "Alex, why are you planting that cracked seed? It doesn't look as strong as the other one." Alex smiled gently as they patted the soil over the seeds. "Mia, not all growth is the same. Every seed has its own time to bloom. Some take longer than others, but that doesn't mean they're not growing." As days passed, the vibrant seed sprouted quickly, reaching for the sky with its lush green leaves. Mia was amazed at how fast it grew. She visited Alex every day to watch it get taller and taller. But the cracked seed, nothing happened. The soil around it remained still, as if the seed had given up. Mia, worried, asked Alex, "Why isn't the cracked seed growing like the other one? Will it ever grow?" Alex looked at her with calm eyes. "Sometimes, growth takes time. The cracked seed is working in silence. It's finding its way beneath the surface, even if we can't see it yet." One afternoon, a storm swept through the valley, fierce and powerful. The winds howled, and the rain poured down heavily, shaking the garden. Mia rushed to Alex's garden, worried about the seeds. "Alex, what will happen to the plants in the storm?" Alex remained calm, gazing at the dark clouds in the sky. Storms test what's beneath the surface. It's not always about the outside, it's about what's inside, the roots, the foundation. The storm raged through the night, tearing at the vibrant plant's leaves and bending its stem. When the storm passed, Mia went to check on the garden. The vibrant seeds plant was still standing, but its leaves were torn, and its roots were exposed in places. The cracked seed, however, was still buried beneath the soil, showing no signs of life. The next morning, the storm had passed, leaving the valley quiet and still. Mia stood beside the garden, wondering how the plants had fared. The vibrant plant had survived, but it looked weak. The cracks in its stem were visible, and its growth had slowed. The cracked seed, on the other hand, was still hidden in the soil. Mia couldn't understand. The vibrant seed was so strong at first, but now it's bent. The cracked seed still hasn't grown at all. Alex nodded slowly, understanding the confusion. The storm didn't just bend the vibrant seed, Mia, it tested its strength. The cracked seed, however, is building strength silently, even if you can't see it yet. Days turned into weeks, and the garden remained quiet. The vibrant plant grew, but it struggled, its leaves still ragged from the storm. The cracked seed showed no sign of growth. Mia began to doubt that it would ever bloom. Maybe the cracked seed isn't strong enough, she thought. Maybe it was just too weak. But Alex assured her, "Don't rush growth, Mia. True strength isn't always visible at first. Sometimes, growth happens beneath the surface. It's happening, just not in the way you expect." One morning, after a gentle rain, Mia arrived at the garden, and to her surprise, the cracked seed had finally sprouted. It wasn't just a small plant, but a strong, sturdy tree, its roots deep and branches wide. How did it take so long to grow? Mia looked surprised. It didn't even seem like it was doing anything. Alex smiled gently. The cracked seed wasn't lazy. It was just building strength in silence. Sometimes, what we can't see is where the real growth happens. The tree stood tall and strong, a symbol of resilience, its deep roots holding it firmly in the earth. As the days passed, the tree continued to grow. Its trunk was thick and sturdy, its branches spreading wide. The vibrant plant, though still standing tall, showed signs of fragility, its roots not as deep as the trees. Mia looked at the tree with awe. "It's amazing, Alex. The cracked seed became so strong, while the vibrant seed is still struggling." Alex smiled and said, "The tree took time to grow. It wasn't about how fast it grew, but about building a strong foundation." The vibrant plant grew quickly, but it wasn't strong enough to withstand the storm. The tree, however, found its strength in patience. One evening, as the sun began to set, Mia stood beneath the tree, feeling its steady presence. "I understand now, Alex. It wasn't the tree's speed that made it strong. It was the time it took to grow deep roots." Alex nodded. "Exactly. Don't compare your growth to others, Mia. Everyone is growing at their own pace, in their own way. The journey is yours, and it's just as important as the destination." Moral of the story: don't compare your growth to others. Everyone is growing at their own pace, in their own way. Some take longer to bloom, and some bloom quickly, but all growth is meaningful. The strength lies not in the speed, but in the journey itself. Trust in your own process, for what's beneath the surface is where the true transformation begins. Patience and perseverance will shape you into something even stronger than you can imagine. If this video inspired you even a little, don't forget to like and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Your support helps us grow, so hit that like button and subscribe for more powerful stories, and never miss your dose of motivation. Thank you for watching, and keep believing in yourself.